from the heart of the action. This is the global goalpost. You're home for everything World Cup.
All right, welcome to Shin, and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. I'm Jess, this is Big Mike, and we are Shin, and Shenanigans. You can find us on X at shinpad_IESR. How's it going tonight, Big Mike?
I am so glad it's Thursday.
Me too.
I don't know about you, but man, I am just glad it's Thursday. I'm glad we're here. We have a lot to talk about, as we always do. A lot of news, which we'll do the news as we always do. And then I might need to vent, come to back half a little bit after that men's national team dumpster fire and all the drama that's coming with it.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, how's your week? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's going pretty well. So glad it's Thursday that we get to come here and do this. All right, let's jump right into MLS. I'm mainly talking about transfers tonight because we've seen a lot of news about transfers. But this is kind of interwoven a little bit with the World Cup. San Jose have signed one of Scotland's goalkeepers, Angus Gunn.
Representing the Tartan Army.
Right? Seriously. It's like he just came and he was like, do it.
Yeah. I think it's going to be popular, at least initially, right? And then we'll see what shakes out come he puts on that kit, goes on the pitch, what have you, for sure. But very popular squad. Short-lived World Cup, unfortunately. But runs through 2029, 2030, if I'm not mistaken. So coming from Nottingham, I didn't think he had a bad World Cup. So I don't know. I think that this could be a good one.
Yeah, it absolutely could. And then where exactly is San Jose on the table right now?
They were up there. I'll be honest, I haven't checked in a while, but something called World Cup has been distracting me.
Oh, I know, right?
That's been all my focus right now. Is like, okay, I don't really know about standings right now. I don't really care, but I'll start caring again after World Cup, I suppose.
Yeah, after the World Cup.
But yeah, they're second in the West.
So that's going to be really great for the team. And honestly, I feel like I'm wondering how well it's going to work out for them too. And as far as like how the vibe is going to go.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's anytime you go into a new clubhouse, a new locker room, right? There's always those questions. Hopefully it goes well for him. We'll know soon enough, right? But I don't know. On the surface, I think there'll be some San Jose fans that'll be pretty happy about it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I wonder if he'll organize his move from the States.
Yeah.
Who knows? I wonder what made him want to come.
And maybe I'm reading too much into it, and I probably am. But to be fair, a lot of reports I've been reading from various, not just fans, players, you name it, have all said for the most part, let's take out the officiating, that this whole experience has been pretty good. Most of what I'm reading, most people are like, they like it over here. They enjoyed the fan base. It's all been mostly positive. So it could be something there. Obviously, there's security, if you will, potentially. There might be a hidden reason we're not aware of. You might want to get out, leave and come here for a bit. It could be a variety of reasons. But,
could be.
I don't know.
Could be. I mean, I just did a quick little search, and it said that primarily it was to capture a consistent starting role,
Makes sense.
show the best version of himself, and to compete for a championship.
Makes sense. I mean, look, if I'm a player, I want to play, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand if you're with for example, you're with a great squad in a great league, and you know what, you might not see the pitch.
Yeah.
God forbid an injury, but you're good enough to play elsewhere.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So the competitive spirit, I'd be like, okay, this is great, but you know what? I want to play. I don't want to take this chance here and be benched when I know I could be offering good minutes and be a great teammate elsewhere.
Yeah, and it looks like he had a pretty frustrating season with Nottingham Forest, where he really only played once because of a single substitution. So, yeah.
Yeah. Last I checked, Nottingham doesn't have the reputation of bringing home a lot of trophies.
Yeah, right.
So,
Nottingham Forest, not that great.
No.
So, but hopefully he gets the good playing time that he deserves, and I really hope it's really great for him because, I mean, I'm actually kind of surprised that San Jose has been doing as well as they have, being second in the Western Conference.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what are they, right under Vancouver?
Yeah. Yeah, they're like a point back, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's those two have been battling out to start the season off, and obviously we'll see what happens,
post
second
half,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, that can, breaks like that can obviously motivate teams, and they figure it out and they skyrocket, and we've also seen it go the other way.
Yep.
But so far, I mean, just what they were doing, I'll be honest with you, I didn't watch them much, but I caught them seriously for a little bit, and they didn't look bad. Obviously, the record shows that so far.
Right. Well, wishing them all the best, moving on into the NWSL for any new Gotham FC fans. They're moving out of Jersey.
Good.
The Queens are moving to Queens.
This will be good for them. I'm not hating on Jersey. I guess I got coworkers who are Jersey folk, and they can take the jokes with the best of them. So we all have good laughs. But no, I think this makes a lot of sense, and it's not anything negative on Jersey.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. They're moving to Queens. They're going to be playing at the Etihad Park starting in 2028. So I think it's going to be a good move.
Yeah, it's going to be a good financial move, or it should be, barring anything catastrophic. I mean, a lot more people will be able to get to games a lot easier.
Yep.
So you got to think
about 3 million.
Yeah, you got to think about the business side of that.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some Jersey folks who aren't necessarily thrilled, but I don't necessarily think it's going to cost them fandom.
Yeah, and be able to reach 3 million people within a 75-minute commute via the MTA bus, subway, and the Long Island Railroad. I mean, I feel like a lot of people are in cities that don't have vehicles. So moving to an area closer to where public transport can bring you, at least close, big win.
Huge win, especially at a place like, that whole area at, Jersey and New York City area. I mean, it's just chaos. Trust me, I go there for work a handful of times a year, and I'm driving, and yeah, I'm prepared for it, but still days I just feel like jumping off a bridge. So you can get there in no time via public transportation, and meanwhile I'm still sitting in traffic at the halftime break.
Yeah. And according to Gotham's website, the agreement manifests the shared vision between Gotham FC and NYCFC to establish New York as a home of world-class professional soccer. I'm all for it.
I'm for it.
I'm all for it.
Then
does that mean they're going to share the stadium with NYCFC? Because don't they play at the Etihad?
Yeah, I believe so. So, I mean, that's not an uncommon thing, and here in the States, where you'll see teams, sharing venues.
Yeah. Well, I feel like if they do have to share a venue, it starts in 2028. So yeah, that's gonna be really good timing. Because that means that stadium is gonna be used year round.
Right.
Because starting next year, as a reminder for you guys, next year, MLS is gonna have a shortened season from like February to May, and then they're gonna switch over to the fall winter calendar.
Right.
So that's going to be really great. They might have a few games that might overlap a little bit, but for the most part, it's going to be a really great arrangement. And I'm not really surprised that it's because it's the Etihad. It's Gotham and NYCFC, because I don't think with the Red Bulls. I'm kind of surprised because the Red Bulls are there too. So I'm like, why didn't they do that with the Red Bulls?
It's a good point.
I don't know, but
one of those instances, you're nice to be a fly on the wall during all these negotiations.
Oh, I know, right? I know. A little bit of MLS Liga MX news for you guys. Diego Rossi is moving from Columbus, Ohio down to Mexico. CF Monterrey have signed Diego Rossi for a reported fee of around $8 million.
What is the do you know the length of that deal? Can't imagine it's very long.
I don't think it's been disclosed.
Okay, I mean, I haven't seen it, so I was curious if you saw something I didn't. I can't imagine it's that long for $8 million.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I don't think it's publicly disclosed. Oh, no, actually, it's a 3-year contract.
Oh, I would have guessed maybe a 2.
Yeah, but of course, you also have to figure it's Mexico, so I feel like $8 million goes a lot farther.
It does, no doubt about it.
But yeah, I mean, he's got a pretty great record. 51 goals, 20 assists in 117 matches.
Not too shabby,
right? Not too shabby at all.
And he gets to leave Ohio.
What's wrong with Ohio?
Oh, I could do a podcast just on Ohio alone.
Oh, goodness. I bet you could.
Again, I got friends there. I like to have fun, but yeah. But anyway, Columbus actually ain't a bad city, to be honest with you. It really isn't. So.
No, I think that's where when my husband and I took our honeymoon, when we went through there, we saw this it's called That Car, and it's got a whole bunch of stickers. Have you seen it?
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Yep.
I
wonder if it's changed much since 2017.
It's changed a lot, especially the east side. It's become like the Silicon Valley of the Midwest. So
that sucks.
Yeah, it's just all these data centers and Facebook and Amazon and Google all setting up shop on the east side of town.
Meh.
So.
But I mean, do you think this is a good deal for Rossi?
I think so. I think he'll be put in a spot there with hopefully with people around him. He was doing a decent run with the Crew, but we all seen what the Crew have been doing lately.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't a whole lot. So could be one of those deals where it's just, grass is greener.
That's true. Well, hopefully it's a good move for him.
Yeah, hopefully so.
And we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing about these transfers and these deals, right? It's like
you never
we all
know.
look at it. It's like I don't know, or no, and then like holy crap, that worked, or vice versa. So,
right. All right, moving on to the EFL. Ipswich Town have signed Emerson. I believe he's a goalkeeper. No, I think it might be a left back. For a 28 million euro fee plus 3 million in add-ons. What was that?
I think he's a back, but that's a 5-year deal, right?
I think so. Yeah, 5-year through June 2031. What do we think about this signing?
That seems good for both sides. He's young, so entering the prime of his career.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm guessing there's probably a clause in there where, he does performs at a certain level. They can look at extending him.
Yeah,
bank a little bit. That's always a possibility. But that length, that tells me the club's got that they feel like he's will be a good part of their future.
Yeah.
So, and I say that for any sport, doesn't matter what it is. You're inking a guy for 5 years. You're like, hey, that's will be a key piece moving forward.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and it's a record signing for them too because he's their first Brazilian player.
I think it'll be interesting with that is to see how he blends in, just with his style of play.
Yeah, because style of play is a lot different.
It is, and if any of you have been watching the World Cup, you've watched. Obviously, Brazil took an early exit, much earlier than they wanted, for sure. But just watching them on the pitch and watching, teams from Europe on the pitch, you can just visually, you don't even have to be an expert. You can just see it. Just completely different style.
So we'll see what happens. And speaking of more transfers, we've got some Premier League transfers to talk about.
Yep.
Like Chelsea, Nicholas Jackson could return to Chelsea as of right now, as of the last I saw, for sure. Bayern did not want to activate his 50 million euro buy clause, and he's been on a season-long loan with Bayern.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how well things shake out now that he's potentially, most likely, coming back to Chelsea.
Yeah, he was not a fan of Enzo.
No.
And
he was not.
So now with Lonzo coming in, it could be like, could be a nice reset button potentially. Chelsea could probably use the assistance.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of stating the obvious there. But obviously, we'll see how he fits into that scheme, assuming he does come back. I'm not surprised that Bayern didn't. That amount of dollars, I'm surprised they didn't touch it.
Yeah, I don't think they wanted to spend that kind of cash.
No, I completely get that. Not that he's not a good player. I'm not suggesting that at all, but that's a pretty big buy clause.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking into Fulham a little bit here. This is not a transfer, but Fulham have a new coach. They have signed Alvaro Arbeloa. from Real Madrid until June 2029.
That's a we'll see for me.
Yeah, that's a we'll see.
That's a we'll see. I mean, good for him. I mean, taking over as a new head coach, right? It's obviously an opportunity.
Yeah.
But I'm not sitting here going, my mind's not blown by it, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, it's Fulham after all.
Yeah, it's Fulham.
Yeah, I mean,
what can
sorry.
They finished Chelsea barely beat Fulham out for the standings last season.
Yeah.
Barely. They're kind of mid-level, mid-table rather, just like Chelsea.
Yeah. Without the history.
Yeah. But I mean, it's interesting to see the connection though, because Mourinho left Benfica to take over Real Madrid, which meant Marco Silva could leave Fulham for Benfica, and Arbeloa could take over at Fulham.
Yep.
It's interesting to see that connection.
Musical chairs.
Right. You better get into a chair before the music stops.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
We're up there. Hope you're all taking notes, by the way, because once Premier League gets started again, it'll be like, okay, who's where again?
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh. Musical chairs.
Yep.
Man United have signed Andre Santos for a package fee of £50 million. It's £48 million plus £2 million in add-ons and a sell-on clause for Chelsea. So he's moving from Chelsea to Man United. How do we think this might shake out?
Well, I mean, this is part of what Man U's trying to, rebuild or retool.
Yeah.
Whatever term you want to use there. 5-year deal, right? So, not a huge number. We spread that over 5 years. I don't know. I mean, this could be. We'll see. We'll see how this retooling, if you will, of Man U goes. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not sold. But
no, me either.
I'm not sold on this, but they could sell me. I mean, sure. Give the benefit of the doubt, but I'm not really personally. I'm not really sold on it. Not that I'm saying that he should have stayed in Chelsea or with Chelsea or anything like that. I'm not saying that at all. But yeah, I'm just not. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be. This is one where I say the grass might not be greener.
I mean, who knows? I mean,
you don't know.
They finished last season third, so
yeah,
they didn't do too terribly bad.
No, but I also feel like too, and maybe I'm off here a little bit. It just felt like you take the from last season, right? It was Arsenal and Man City, and then there was everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just really those two. Those two were head and shoulders above everybody else, and I think anybody else could have, based on how they finished. And I mean, you got someone like a Chelsea who just decided to basically quit, and they could have been higher on the table had they not done so. And you can make the same argument for a few other teams too. So to me, it was one of those seasons where that wasn't like, in past seasons we've got like maybe 4 or 5 teams that man, somebody gets get on a roll here and you don't know. So really to me, it was just like those two and then everyone else kind of fighting for middle to upper tier, but none of them were really, to me, that much better than the other. And then of course you had your basement dwellers.
We'll see. Maybe he's going to be the difference maker.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be the case this year. Is coming up season though. I think with all these changes and transfers and everything else that's been going on, I don't see it being. That's not saying that it won't be Arsenal or Man City 1-2 again. Maybe a different order. Who knows? But I don't feel like it'll be quite the extremes.
No, I don't think so. Maybe they'll actually win. Man United will actually win 5 games in a row.
Maybe
that guy will finally get a haircut.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Something to look forward to, Man U fans, or not.
Moving into Leeds. Leeds have signed Harry Wilson.
Free transfer.
This is free transfer.
Yeah.
Free. That's a deal in and of itself.
It is. You'll see that often.
No. Especially on something that's like a 4-year deal.
Yeah. But supposedly that's going to be a nice little bump for Harry, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I read too.
Yeah.
So, maybe it'll be good for Leeds,
Might be. Coming off a pretty good campaign, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We were like one player this season, right?
Yeah. It's all right.
That's all right.
It's not bad. And he's flexible too.
Mm-hmm. That is a huge win in and of itself.
Yeah.
Not a lot of players are that flexible.
No, they're not. So I think for this is one that not overly excited about the Man U signing, but significantly more stoked for Leeds in this situation.
Oh yeah, stoked. Like this guy can play right wing, he can play midfield, and he can play anywhere across the front line.
Yep.
So
and to me, players like that are invaluable.
Yeah, absolutely.
You never know. You think about it. Someone has to come out early for an injury, or we get one of those matches where you got a happy ref throwing out red cards, and you got to maneuver him somehow, some way. And with him, you can do that.
Yeah.
So I like this one.
I do too. And he won BBC's goal of the season last year, which is like, okay, sit up and pay attention.
Pretty sick goal too.
Right. That's good. I'm so excited for Leeds for that one. They're going to be one that you want to really look out for when the season starts back up.
I agree with that 100%. I think they're going to be a dark horse. And I think some people, like us crazier footballers, if you will, probably won't be as surprised, if they make some noise. Or the casual fan, I'm telling you right now, like, keep an eye on them.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Absolutely. And our last Premier League transfer is Callum Wilson has joined Brentford. Any thoughts on this?
Another low risk, high reward.
Always a good thing.
Always a good thing.
And he's a no transfer, right? No transfer fee?
Yep, another one. 2 in one show. How about that?
Yeah, but this one's only a year.
True. Very true. So it's no transfer, but still it's a year, to your point. No, I mean, this is definitely good for the club. And I still think, low risk, high reward is good for both sides.
Oh, yeah. I agree. And him coming in is going to enable for some squad development. So that way Brentford can loan out as I read, their promising 19-year-old striker to other clubs. Because, these younger players, they're not going to get really any real play time. They need good game time. And so in order to get that and get that development, they have to be loaned out.
Yes, absolutely right.
So, excited for them for that aspect of it as well.
And I'm glad you brought that up, Jess, because I think a lot of people here, especially in the States, they don't really understand the loan in some cases and how that really works. Like, wait, you're just giving him to another team? Like, you're letting another team borrow him? And
Yeah.
it's like, you see on the surface, you're like, that does sound weird, but then you start diving into it a little bit, and especially case in point right here, 19, he's like, you're not seeing a ton of time.
No, not at
How else
19.
to develop and gain that experience unless you're able to, go on alone and, get some pitch time.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And sometimes, and it doesn't even have to be just a young player to get loaned out. I mean, Jack Grealish got loaned out because he wasn't getting a lot of time at City.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, that might be kind of a poor example because he kind of put himself in that situation.
Right.
But for younger players, it is really great for development.
100%.
And I think City has a whole kind of network and sister clubs where they can loan out to different clubs, and I think even in different leagues to develop the player.
Yep.
And so I feel like that could even be able to be tailored a little bit more. Like, this club can offer this type of training, this club can offer this type of training. And that's really great for the player, because the better the player is, the more likely you get good game time, not just with that team, but with bigger teams. Bigger teams want you.
Correct.
And it's just, you become a more well-rounded player.
Absolutely.
Which, seriously, I mean, it's kind of a win-win situation.
It is. But everybody benefits.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, we're going to take a short little break here. You've been watching Shin Pads and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll see you guys after the break.
For the last 10 years, IE Sports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the iSports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop, including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at IE Sports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making IE Sports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports.
All right, welcome back to Shin Pads and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. All right, we are talking about World Soccer, not World Cup yet, but World Soccer. We may not even get to World Cup tonight because there's so much going on in the other parts of the world.
I'll still rant for a few minutes about the U.S.
As you should. We can fit that in.
We can fit that in. Everything else might have to wait till Saturday.
Yeah. But we got a lot going on. Heading over into France, Bassar Onal is headed to France, and he's joining Lille, which anytime I think of Lille, I think about Giroud, who was not great for LAFC at all.
No.
And he went to Lille.
Oh, well. As if France needs any more help with anything.
Yeah, I know, right?
Saw that today.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. France has also been in the news for other things, which we won't
there are some things that we will not touch.
No.
For the France, but you guys can look it up for yourselves.
Correct. If you've been living under a rock, yes.
Yeah. Lille, he's joining Lille on a 2.5 million euro fee. Thoughts on this signing?
I mean, it does solve a problem, right?
Yeah. Didn't they need a pretty good winger?
Yep.
And the kid is highly versatile too, right?
Yeah. So it fills a void.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It absolutely does fill a void.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how well it works for them.
When you look at it from a signing standpoint, it's like, all right, well, that's something they needed. They went and got it. So looks good. Looks good for now.
For now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't even know where they ended up last season.
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head.
It looked like third. Of course, PSG's at the top, but
naturally.
But they finished third, and who knows? Maybe it'll help them kind of get up a couple more notches and maybe give PSG a run for their money.
Which would be good.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
I mean, that's just the PSG Invitational over there at this point.
Mm-hmm. Right. Moving over into La Liga for a second here. Santi Cazorla has officially retired. I believe he was 41. He's 41. He's ending a 23-year career. And
that's lengthy.
Boy, was it a career. It is a healthy career. And honestly, it's just, I mean, it's great that he spent the last 3 seasons playing for his boyhood club, but there's so much more to this story for him.
Oh,
and
a lot here.
So rich. So rich. Like, to help his boyhood club financially, he signed for the absolute minimum wage allowed and donated 100% of his image rights.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
how often do you hear that?
You don't.
You don't, like never.
That is a rare thing.
Never.
It's like, holy crap. You know?
I mean, here in the States, we celebrate an athlete who takes a hometown discount or maybe just restructures something like that, you know, and then we're all like, oh, he's so awesome or she's so awesome, whatever. And then you see something like this, and you're just like, wow.
So crazy. And his story doesn't even stop there, you know. I mean, he helped them win promotion in Liga last year, but I mean, see, the thing is, his career could have ended completely back in 2016. Like, a massive comeback after a severe ankle injury left doctors wondering if he was even going to be able to walk with his son in the garden again. And you're seeing, after 11 surgeries and a skin graft, own tattooed arm, and 668 days later, he's back on the pitch. 666 days.
It's wild.
That's insane.
I mean, talk about commitment too.
Right? You got to put in a lot of work for that.
Yep. And a lot of athletes, and you wouldn't blame them, would have just been like, hey, you know what? This is my time.
Yeah.
They just would have saw it as, hey, you know what? I hate it, but this is, my body's saying it's time. And, you know, it wasn't having it.
And you wouldn't be able to blame them, but he was like, I'm getting back on the pitch.
And he did. And
yeah.
I mean, talk about the ultimate giving back, right? When you think about it. You know, especially the image rights and and just a very inspirational story.
Mm-hmm. And the club even left the door open for him to return in whatever administrative, academic, or even coaching role that makes him happy. Which is, you don't see clubs doing that.
You think he eventually comes back?
I think it's a definite possibility. I mean, he's retired from playing football. It sounds like he's really passionate, not just about the game, but about this club.
Yeah, I think he eventually makes. I think he makes a return to at some degree. May not be like next month or anything like that, but I think with someone who's that competitive and has that much love, for the game. Sorry for a little movie title pun there, but I mean, I don't think that just goes away. So he's gonna be. It's the type of thing where it'll be like, might take a year or so, and just be like, you know what, I miss being around it. I miss being around the pitch and around just all of it. So
yeah,
I would see him coming back in some sort of administrative role of some kind.
Absolutely. I 100% agree. I think he's going to come back for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Staying in La Liga for a little bit longer, Fran Garcia has left Real Madrid, and he's signing for Real Betis for 4 million euros. And of course, Real Madrid, they're going to be Real Madrid. And they're retaining 50% of the sell-on clause. So, I mean...
Yeah, he fell down in the pecking order, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Mm-hmm. He did.
So, yeah, probably good move for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And from what I've read, this is an elite pedigree for a bargain price. 4 million euros is not a lot in the football world. And given that he has proven himself in La Liga, it's going to be a really great thing for them.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Someone probably joke, "Oh, he's afraid of Mourinho. He got out." No, there was more to it than that. No, this will be good for the player, and and Madrid's going to be Madrid. To your point, it's just so one that could probably be beneficial to both sides.
Yeah, definitely, because I mean, Real Betis, they ended last season at 5th, which top 5, not too bad, but
not bad.
If you're wanting to actually be competitive, you're gonna want to do better. I don't know of any team that would not be super excited for this.
No, I agree. I mean,
type of signing.
Yeah, I think this is a type of signing that could take a club like them from, being 5th to maybe 3rd or 4th, which doesn't sound like a 4th, and it's like a big jump, obviously. But I mean, what if they're to come in 3rd? I mean, think about that with La Liga and with Real Madrid and Barcelona. Then y'all, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And staying kind of in La Liga, Ajax has signed a Barcelona player on loan. They're signing Marc-Andre ter Stegen on loan from Barcelona. It's expected that Barca are set to cover the majority of his wages, so I'm like, maybe it's not too terribly bad.
No, especially if Barcelona's picking up a good part of the coin.
The tab.
Yeah. Here we'll take him and you pay for it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, why not?
Why not? Why not?
I mean, it's gonna help alleviate Barcelona's tight salary cap under the La Liga regulation. So that's
correct.
That's good.
Yep.
And this is just a straight loan, no option to buy.
Again, we were talking about loans earlier and how this is good for the player.
Yeah, and from what I understand, he also fell down the pecking order under Flick at Barcelona, so kind of needs a little bit of playing time.
A little bit.
Well, just a little bit. So hopefully it'll be really good for both sides. And hey, we'll see.
We'll see.
I can't even pronounce the league that Ajax is in. It's the Dutch league. It's the Dutch league.
Yeah. Let's go with that. Sorry, y'all.
He's going from Spain to the Netherlands, which would be really good for him. Change of location.
Yep.
Moving on over into Turkey now. Fenerbahce have signed a Manchester City player. And I was surprised to see this. They signed Nathan Ake from City. And I'm like, I mean, I know the name Ake. And I believe I've seen him play. So I'm like, why is he moving from City, Turkey?
Yeah, I was really wondering what your thoughts were on this one.
Like, yeah, like I was just like kind of shocked a little bit, but I mean, I guess I don't really remember seeing him too much on the pitch last season.
Yeah, and there's probably a reason why.
Yeah, probably. But I'm also like, but he probably could have stayed.
Probably could have.
I don't know. I mean, this is a permanent move. Reportedly for £7 million fixed fee with £1.5 million in add-ons.
All right.
I mean, that's a bargain.
That's a very good bargain. And can move him around the back line a bit. This just might be one of those, like we were saying, we didn't see him on the pitch a ton. And, might be to the point of like, I just want to get on the pitch more.
Yep. Probably.
I mean, he was with City for a hot minute, wasn't he?
Goodness gracious. A while. That was wild. I mean, he's 5-time champion with them.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
chips with him. So,
yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it's a bargain for them.
It is,
but hopefully, it's a good move for both sides.
Oh,
but
for sure. We'll see how again. A lot of these, again, it's transfer.
A lot of these are
mania
transferred.
So.
And speaking of brand news, this one shocked me. I was like, wait a minute, what? Al Nassr has a new coach, and I believe you will not guess. You, the fans, will not guess who it is. It is Ange Postecoglou, this former Spurs manager.
What?
How did that happen?
What?
How did this happen? I don't understand this.
I don't either.
I mean, Postecoglou?
Of all people?
Of all people. And it just seems like he was in the Premier League, coaching in the Premier League, and I mean, he's been a pundit for the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe he would end up going back to Australia.
Right.
Maybe closer to home. I don't know. But I'm like, Saudi Arabia? What?
Yeah. I saw this. I was exactly same way you are. You can't do one of these like triple takes when you're reading it, right? Like, wait,
Yeah.
am I reading that right?
Yeah. I had to look it up and be like, wait a minute, what? See multiple sources.
I know it's a 2-year deal. They say what it was worth.
Oh, goodness gracious. I didn't see what it was worth. What the year.
I mean, they're known to shell out some money over there.
Oh, yeah, they do.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. I mean, doing a quick search, it's his salary is reportedly worth around £10 million a year.
Okay.
So,
all right.
I don't know. I'm just
2-year deal, cool, 20 mil.
But I mean, it also kind of makes me wonder, like, why were the ownership interested in him? Because it was the ownership that chose him.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to go that exact same route. Yes, it's a head scratcher to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. I just don't.
Yeah. Yeah. From what I understand, it's they chose him specifically for his high pressing, his relentlessness, his attacking philosophy, often summarized by his mantra, "We never stop." And guess what one of his primary tasks is going to be? Managing the egos of the veterans.
Good luck, buddy.
Managing their egos. And of course, their physical output of these veterans, because I think they have a pretty decent sized veteran squad, not just including Ronaldo. So I'm like, this is an interesting combination.
Assuming Ronaldo's still going to continue to play with the club level, everything's showing that he will at this point. Who knows? That could change tomorrow. But hey, here's your job: manage his ego.
Yeah, right. I feel like that's the main thing. Manage his ego.
Here's 20 million. Manage his ego.
Right.
Good luck, pal.
We've got a couple more quick topics, and then we can go just a little bit into the World Cup. But you can also catch the World Cup, our World Cup show, on Saturdays during the World Cup, starting at 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. But going into
for sure.
Oh yeah, right. Jurgen Klopp. Germany does not. He's going to be their new national team coach, from what I understand.
Yes.
So I'm like, I thought he was retired from management for good.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess not.
Bring it back, heavy metal football.
Oh, I hope so.
I do too.
So. And I feel like a lot of newbies, don't really understand what heavy metal football is.
No.
For those of you that don't know, heavy metal football is a high-octane, aggressive, tactical style that relies on intense pressing, rapid transitions, and quick ball recovery rather than the slow, methodical possession. It was popularized by Klopp over when he was the manager of Liverpool.
Yes.
So I'm wondering if this is gonna be a return of heavy metal football, like you said.
I mean, I wouldn't hate it.
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't hate it. And let's be real, might not be bad for Germany either.
Might actually suit Germany really well.
Yeah.
I just kind of feel like that would Germany, heavy metal football, I feel like would be a really good combination.
I don't disagree.
Be on the lookout for next World Cup, Germany.
Yep.
And our last little topic is kind of an interesting one. So this involves the J League, which I feel like a lot of people do not follow. And I feel like people should follow it. The top tier league in Japan, J League. Mm-hmm. Each team has their own Pokemon. Pikachu! Every team, like, they have partnered like with Pokemon. It's kind of course.
Yeah, it's absolutely of course. Of course it is.
Yeah. You know, all 60 of Japan's top tier clubs have been given their own unique Pokemon as part of the Pokemon J League Fest. And the Pokemon Company have partnered with the J League to create these Pokemon mascots for all of their clubs, and also celebrating the 30th anniversary while coinciding with a brand new era of Japanese football as they transition to a new August calendar.
What's your take on Pokemon?
I used to really like Pokemon. I used to have a Nintendo DS game that I would play all the time. And of course, I got a little Pokemon Go when that was really huge. And I mean, I'm not so much into it now, but I mean,
if you are, you can tell us. It's okay.
I mean, I'm not, but I think it's really cool. It's a really cute idea. I think they're even going to have mascots on the pitch.
I mean, it all makes sense from a marketing standpoint, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to blow up.
It does. I was never, obviously I'm older, I was never like a big fan of it. My kid, even with my daughter, she wasn't a huge fan of it. I mean, she went through the phase, very brief, but obviously it was huge, right? So it makes all the sense in the world. Yeah, it still is. And it makes all the sense in the world. I was, because I'm too old. So I was the one playing the video games. They're all developed over there. And I was a Street Fighter guy. So I was like, are you from Japan, Street Fighter? That was me. Like,
I mean, this is going to be such a fun thing for them.
It is. They're going to, like I said, that's actually pretty, it just fits. It just does.
Yeah, it just fits. It just fits.
You can't argue that.
And they're going to have special match festivals. 7 marquee fixtures during the season will be designated as Pokemon J League Special Fest events. These will feature stadium takeovers, exclusive merchandise, Pokemon Go in-game activations, and live appearances by life-size Pikachu and Cinderace.
Pikachu. Yeah. Pikachu. Yeah. I mean, interactive.
So fun.
It's everybody involved. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it fits. There's really nothing else you can say about it to me. It's
it just fits.
It'll be very enjoyable, and yeah.
It just fits. All right, we're gonna touch a little bit into the World Cup.
Yeah. We won't. Well, I won't go too terribly far. We're coming up on the end of the show here, but we'll definitely talk more about it on Saturday as well. So please tune in for that. What a dumpster fire! That was just atrocious.
It's like they didn't come to play.
And I don't know how that happened.
Yeah.
you're in a round of 16, which we'd said, or I'd said before the World Cup started, that round of 16 was their ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
now, granted, I did think going into the match that they had a shot. I really did.
Yeah.
Based off, a lot was based off the eye test. I mean, I know Belgium's a good team. They're not ranked top 10 in the world by mistake. I know this.
Mm-hmm.
They've got legends on that team still, right? Didn't even see De Bruyne, for crying out loud.
Yeah, he wasn't even on the starting 11.
Yeah. I mean, you knew Lukaku's going to come in. He's what he's been doing. He's providing that spark when he does come in. They didn't even need him.
Mm-mm.
I don't know how you come out that flat, and that flat's being nice, just scared, chasing, unorganized, in one of the loudest stadiums in our country. Acoustically, the way that's built in Seattle, if you've never been there, I would tell you to go. It is loud. And everybody's like amped. The whole country's amped just because like what they've seen from this team has been mostly good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just to lay an egg like that, and you had in my opinion, maybe 2 players showed up out of the 11.
Yeah.
Tillman did what he could. He had that nice, goal. McKinney did what he could, but no one else. Logan didn't.
No.
I mean, really, no one can get him the ball. So, Pulisic couldn't keep control of the ball. He's your star, and he can't even keep control of the ball. Just an embarrassing way to go out. I would have much rather seen a 3-2, 2-1 loss, tough loss. Maybe those hurt, sure.
Yeah.
But if they would have at least battled and showed up, and if Belgium played a better match, then tip your cap to Belgium. You move on.
Right.
I feel like it just made what was a good, and we'll get into more details on Saturday because there's been talk from some of the legends, from Landon Donovan's made some comments, Carly Lloyd's made comments. We'll touch more on that Saturday. But what to me was a good World Cup for the U.S. now became a disappointing World Cup. Because
I agree.
Just because of how they went out. And it was just it looked like a team of a year or two ago who just had no clue of their identity. And to do that in a great city like Seattle, who loves their football, one of the best football cities, I'm not saying the best, but one of the best football cities in the country, in my opinion. And to put out a performance like that, it just really crushed a lot of momentum I think that they had building. And like I said, had they went out battling a plenty good match and didn't go their way, then it is what it is. It happens. But and not that I thought they would have got past that. Even if they would have won, they'd have played Spain. I think Spain would have probably took care of business.
Probably,
and nobody would be shocked by that.
No.
But a Belgian team that, to me, up until that point, was not overly impressing me. I know they beat New Zealand. I mean, whatever, New Zealand, great. But up until that point, they just didn't look like Belgium.
No. This was like one of their best performances and like the worst performance for the U.S.
Yep. And I think that's just what happened, right? Belgium showed up. And you knew they were going to be motivated. After all the things with the red card and all of that, you knew they were going to come out with a chip on their shoulder and be like, okay, we see how this is. Cool. We've owned you forever. I mean, let's just be honest. We're going to own you again. And U.S. looked like when they saw them out there, it was like, oh no, it's Belgium. Oh no, it's Belgium. Yeah. And like I said, we won't. We'll get more on Saturday. We'll talk about things that Landon had mentioned, which I do mostly agree with. I said mostly.
Mostly.
Yeah. Obviously, Carly Lloyd had some words. I mean, there's a lot to unravel there. But we'll talk more about that Saturday. Obviously, Portugal's out. Surprised a lot of people.
We'll talk more about that on Saturday too.
I don't think it surprised me as much as maybe it did you, but
I was like, what?
Because I kind of like Spain. I just have. France obviously looks to be the team to beat right now. Argentina get through the skin of their teeth.
Oh my gosh, did they ever?
Controversy there. We'll talk about that on Saturday too.
Exactly, and that is a way to end our show. We have got so many more opinions that you can catch us on Saturday, starting at 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern. And just a reminder, you guys, you can catch us Thursdays at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. But catch us on Saturday, this coming Saturday. We will talk more about all of this. You've been watching Shin Pads and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
See you Saturday.
See you guys on Saturday.
Live from the heart of the action. This is a global goalpost. Your home for everything World Cup.